Okay, welcome to this week's Q&A. And one of the questions we usually get is going to be questions about um, government contracting. In this session, what we're going to go ahead and do is, let me bring that up. One of the things after you get certified is people want to know, where am I going to go? You know, they spent all this time, we've spent all of this time as far as getting all the documents ready and making sure that their business is organized correctly. And now they're at the place where they are going to say, hey, now what do I do? And so one of the opportunities that you have is your local PTAC, Procurement Technical Assistance Center. And it's going to be available for you nationwide. As you can see right here, there's different states depending on where you're at. And then you can find um, the information right here, find your PTAC now. They give assistance for small businesses. They have some client success. There's great training that's available, how to navigate SAM, doing business with GSA. There's a lot of great information there. One of the other things that you can also do is get some one-on-one counseling. If you're kind of new to business for federal and state contracting, you really want to check out your Procurement Technical Assistance Center because they do have a lot of different classes. Now, if you have a budget, it would be better for you to actually go ahead and hire someone to do this kind of job. And that if you're going in it for the long term, that would be the better approach than trying to go to all these classes. But if you're a startup and you're not really familiar with any kind of government contracting, I really urge you to go ahead and look up PTAC. Let's take a look at these workshops and matchmaking events. So you can see that they have a bunch of different classes. They want you to check your state. I'm actually located in the Virginia area and the DC metro area. And so here you can see that there are different offices that are going to be located, so you can check them out and find out what kind of opportunities that they have. Let's take a look at DC, and they have their own website. So you can go to their website, find out. Here's the PTAC office that's in DC. They can have some one-on-one business advice to talk about the different opportunities that are available. Um, what I do find, a lot of people ask me, well, hey, why don't I just go and get my certification done there? Unfortunately, I have not found, I think I've only found one in the nation where, one or two, where they actually will help you with your application process. Generally, they just give you a piece of paper and say, here you go. Even if you're not very familiar or don't have really the time to do your own, looking up your own requests for proposals, looking up for other things, I still encourage you to go ahead and go to your local PTAC office because you can see right here there's a lot of great information, opportunities and external resources, so you can find local opportunities and in that they are looking for different contracts. Here's the Office of Contracting and Procurement. Good information that's right here that you can glean from these websites. And you want to get on their lists in order to find out more. Let's go back here and let's pick a bigger state, because I do find that when you do go for the bigger states and the bigger offices, there is significantly more. Let's go to the Maryland one. The Maryland one is a little bit more robust, as you can see. They have a lot more information than the DC office. It's kind of interesting. They have a assistance with getting help with sam.gov, and you can speak to a counselor about that. And I like the Maryland one because they are really good about providing as much information as possible. Here's some individuals that have gone through the program and they have a lot of information that's available. And I would read through some of these. And next, they talk about the locations. They also have a training calendar that allows you to learn about the different programs that are going to be available. Selling to the government, these are all going to be in the Maryland area. Some of them are actually going to be connected to the DC government. So you can see that it's some really great information for you to take advantage of. Additionally, one of the things I found out very recently was that there are Maryland actually has a way to go ahead and find contracts. So if you came here and you were looking for bids or for your company, you can come down here and they have a service. Now you have to go to a counseling service first, and they do charge $150 a year, which is actually pretty good because most of the market intelligence softwares for bid proposals are pretty high. What you will want to do is register. You do definitely have to, it says right here that you have to go and see at least one counseling session before you can sign up. But these will be some sources from federal buyers, EDA, USA Bid, which was going to cover your SLED or your state and local government requisition bids, some foreign trade opportunities, and also the Department of Defense. So once you get your first appointment, you can come back here and sign up. And so it's a really good deal. Now, if you're in the corporate world, this is not going to probably help you. These are going to be, PTAC is generally going to be for federal and state certifications that, those kind of contracts and requests for proposals. Next up, one of the things that I get asked a lot is how do we know what is coming up for contracts within the government? Well, you can look at this website, and it is, let me see if I can get it up there, apfs-cloud.dhs.gov. So DHS has this website, and you can sign up for Homeland Security email notifications on what kind of contracts are coming up and also the potential subcontracting opportunities that are available. So if you're going after wanting to enter this space as a subcontractor, this is where you're going to go. And you can learn more about the program. It looks very pretty dense for this. So these are going to be contracts for over $250,000, and you can find out more about that. And then here's the tutorial on how to use it. So it's a typical government tutorial that will show you how to use it and how to find the contracts. This is a free service, so to get these types of jobs, and you can go ahead and look at them for yourself and look for these potential subcontracting opportunities. So, and then finally today we have some other opportunities that are presented. A lot of people have been asking about some of these certifying agencies, are they getting very tough? And I would say that the answer is yes. There are a lot of organizations, certifying agencies, where they really want to make sure that you are a viable business, that you know what you're doing. Because remember, a lot of these certifications, it's all about, do you have the daily operational control and day-to-day business? Are you really operating it? Or are you just a figurehead? And so one of the questions that we did get from last time was, is this program getting harder to get accepted in? And it is getting harder to get accepted in, but there's also a lot of people that are trying to join in there. Hopefully, this information was very beneficial for you. We usually try to answer a couple of questions every Wednesday at noon Eastern Standard Time. If you have any questions that you would like to have us answer for you, please send us an email and ask us the questions at info@bizcentralusa. Hope you have a great, successful week.